So today I want to teach you how you can find some other resources in Think Central. They have a lot for you to access there. I know I'm assigning the personal math trainer to you, but if you guys want to spend some extra time on math or do some of the other activities for each math lesson, you absolutely can. It is optional, but it might be nice to watch some of the videos or do some of the other activities. So I'm going to go to Think Central and I'm going to log in as a student. Let's see. I have Emily's saved, so I'll go to Emily's. Now, things to do. These are all of the assignments that I have assigned that you can do. So you would just click on them, you would click on the number, and you would start it. But other things you can do, if you go to my library, you can go to the Math on the Spot videos. Now, those are our little kind of puppet cartoon friends who solve our trickiest problems. So you are in grade 1. We're in chapter 6 right now, and you can pick any of these. So if I wanted to do counting by tens to 120, because I think that's a little tricky, I would click on that, and it would play for me, and here he is. So I'm just going to X that out. Another thing that you can find under my library are the Curious George. I know a lot of friends really liked those. Whoop, I need to allow it to run here. Let's go back, click on Curious George, and you may find your Curious George. Most of you have left off within skill 21 through 30, and you can absolutely work your way up through those. So you could do Curious George. Another thing you can do is watch the Interactive Student Edition with our bird that we watch on the smart board. Now I know a lot of you have been doing this, so many of you know how to navigate here. But another thing that you can find is the Student Edition. So this is the electronic version of your workbooks. So if you watched my video on the slide right next to this one, you know I was on, let's find it, just takes a second to load. I was on 6.2 because we're reviewing how to count by tens to 120. So in here you have your workbook. These are your arrows to get from page to page. And if you click on these, it will actually read the directions to you.
Share and show. Use a counting chart to count by tens. Write the numbers.
So it can give you the directions on what to do. You can add notes to it as well. So if you wanted to put something on it, you can. But it might just be an easy way for you to fill this out if you wanted to. If you click on somewhere that you are supposed to write in an answer like we would. So if I go down to 33 right here, I know after 33, counting by tens, comes 43. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go right here. And so if I didn't have a piece of paper on the side of me where I wanted to write in my answers, I could do this. So I would write 43 here, and then I would keep going. 53, 63, all the way down. And it's got all of your questions on the page in the digital format right here where you can fill it in. It's got arrows right underneath. You can't see it on my screen, but right underneath this box, if you go a little lower, it's got a couple circles and arrows. If you just click the arrows, it goes from question to question for you. So you can actually fill it in on the workbook page online. It doesn't save it for you, but you can at least see what you have written. If I clicked on it again, my 43, 53, 63 are still there. So this is a really cool feature that it has as well. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you are the math concept readers. Now these are books that go with grade 1 math. So you can pick any of these. I would say for most of my friends, start with the blue books. But if you wanted to, you could read any of them. And you would just hit go. And it is a book. If you click on the
Counting in the city.
If you click on the speaker, it would read it to you. but most of you can read them by yourself. So you would just read, we take a train to the city. The city is a busy place. We count many things. And you could go through your entire book. It's just another option for you to get some reading. You could spend some of your 20 minutes of reading every day reading the math books from Think Central. So there are quite a few things that you guys can access under My Library, and there are some really great resources if you're looking for some other things to do in math. Again, you absolutely do not have to, but if you're looking for some extra math time or wanted to just explore Think Central, there's a lot to do online.